the Murder Master Music Show. It's 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 the Murder Master Music Show. Hip-hop is dead, but we don't resurrect it. You follow what mainstream says, but here it gets rejected. If you wearing tight jeans, don't expect to get respected. I'm from a time where wearing black was always on your checklist. From a time where faggots get checked if they reckless. From a time where if you got too much shine, we snatch your necklace. This real shit here, Illuminati, fuck the industry. We represent the street and they respect our street ministries. Take no shorts and cut the middleman, literally. This hip-hop savior, our birth scenes like nativity. This a place where no one sells out for relevability, and the masses can get a chance to explore more creativity. You gotta be kidding me. If you call that hip-hop, niggas with box shades and fluorescent flip-flop. We killing Big Brother, cause we know he watch. You don't like what I'm doing, then you can suck mine. And you don't stop. It's the Murder Master Music Show. 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 It's the Murder Master Music Show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Episode 334 of the Murder Master Music Show is Perez. Bring on the homie Brandon. How you doing, Brandon?
Yo, what's up, Perez? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. I hope we stay live, man, because where I'm at, I'm under a sheet of ice, and I got limited internet. But for some strange reason, this is working. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I'm just gonna bring everybody on here in a minute. We got Brooklyn vet Fred Stuy in the building. Thanks to you. You turned me on to his music. I want to thank you for that because dude's got some serious bars. He's a real dope lyricist. And then you know what I'm saying, after that we got 3 tracks from him. You know, all fucking fire. Then after that, we got Exit Only, 3 tracks from him. He's from Jackson, Mississippi. If you guys listen to the archive, you've heard him on the show before. Just a dope lyricist from, you know what I'm saying, a musical city that doesn't get recognized. That's why we did the Jackson Roundtable, you know what I'm saying, with Sinister, and we had everybody from Jackson, Mississippi on there. That's a hot spot for talent. We're just going to bring everybody on and just chop it up, you know what I'm saying, and then we'll take callers after a little bit, start playing tracks. I'm going to bring in Fred Stuy. What's up, Fred? We'll bring in Exit Only. What's up, Exit?
What's going on?
What's cracking with you?
Yo,
man, I'm bringing you guys
in the building.
At the same time because I'm hoping that, you know what I'm saying, if I do that, you guys won't get stuck. And because, like I said, I got limited internet, but hopefully everything's gonna work. But we're gonna have a hell of a show. We're gonna start with you, Fred. We're gonna just basically for the people that haven't heard you, because I mean I just, you know what I'm saying, was turned on you from Brandon here recently. You know what I'm saying, explaining your history. You know what I'm saying, we know you're from Brooklyn, but tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, when you got in the game and everything, and just break it down for our listeners, please.
First off, I'd like to salute you, man, and the Murder Master Music Show, Fred, Mac J, man, 12 to the casket, man. I got into the game 20 plus years, man. I didn't take it serious at first because I wasn't into the rap thing, you know what I mean? Partner asked me to try it. I was more on the DJing side. Rest in peace, Toad, my dude. Like I said, it wasn't until a homie of mine asked me to give it a try, and at first I was like, I see why I ain't want to do it, you know what I mean? But I never like have doing something or quitting at anything, so I stuck with it, and you know, here I am.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, man. It becomes part of your life so much to the point to where you got to keep doing it. You know,
exactly.
I mean? You just got to.
Exactly.
Every one of us every one of us, whether you're a writer, a journalist, a rapper, producer, engineer, every one of us at one point in time thought, man, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this shit. But something keeps us in the game. What's the determining factor that keeps you going?
It's the passion for it, man. I love it, man. Like it's not a fad to me. This, like I said, I wasn't into it when I did get into it. This is my passion. I love it to the heart, man. So, I like the part telling stories, man. Stories are real, man. When you tell real life stories, man, the people feel it, man, because they can verify what what you're telling them.
Especially, yeah, definitely. People that have been through it and, say they can relate. I mean, you get people that hit you up on the street and be like, hey, man, this song really changed my life, or this song helped me get through this moment in my life. Do you ever get anything like that?
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago, somebody asked me, because, like, it's no secret I'm underground. I spit bars, but I also got stories, and I actually did one, and it was about my cousin, rest in peace, Yachty, and he had just went through a similar situation with losing a family member, man, and he was like, he's like, every day I gotta play that joint. I gotta hear it because it puts him and his family member in the room right there together, So I appreciate that.
Yeah, you get it from me, man. I know what you're talking about, man. like I had just lost a family member too, man, and I thought be your shit, man. I mean, that's why I wanted to bring you on. I mean, of course I wanted to bring you on because, Exit Only is a good friend of mine, and you two make great music together, but the minute I got put onto your music, man, I'm stuck on it. And, that's why I've been fucking with you ever since.
I appreciate that, man.
You got that vintage Brooklyn shit, man. Like, that's what I love about it, man. Like, so much anymore, everybody, like, you're the epitome of what it is. Like, nowadays, it's like everybody wants to do the same thing, like whatever's working. Everybody wants to do whatever's working. Back in the heyday of hip hop, everybody had their own thing, and that's what made it great. And that's what I like about you, man. I can turn your records on and be like, Brooklyn.
Right.
I listen to your shit and know you're from Brooklyn, and that's what I love about it.
Right. I was actually asked, man, it's crazy. I was actually asked by somebody that I didn't understand it. They was asking me why I don't do what everybody do, why I don't, because if you listen, like you say, you listen to my music, I don't curse, you know what I mean? But they say, why you don't do it like? And I'm like, that's the uniqueness of it, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to do what everybody do. I do what I do, and if you love it, I appreciate it. If you don't, I still appreciate it because, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. So I'm going to continue doing what I do.
Yeah, exactly. And your followers and fans, they're gonna bump your music regardless. And the real ones, they're gonna support you every time you drop. You know what I'm saying? Every time you put something online, they're gonna share it. They're gonna turn other people onto it. And that's what Brandon did essentially. I see my co-host Mac J. I know he's under a sheet of ice as well. I'm gonna bring him on. Mac, we're hanging on by an internet thread here.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say, much. I'm good, man. This shit crazy over here too, man. I thought yesterday was crazy, but goddamn, man, it's icy. Hell yeah, man. Like 3. I went to work. They should have called us off, but we was at work for a while, man. A few hours later, it was already like 3 inches of ice on the ride, man. That shit crazy.
Oh yeah.
Rain and ice. I hate that shit.
But we're chopping it up. We got Exit Only on the line. We got the
what's up, Exit Only?
What's
going on, Fred?
What's up?
Man, I'm good, man. Good to have y'all on tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always saluting y'all, man.
This is family.
Real good music, you know what I'm saying, connects good people together, like-minded individuals. And that's what it's all about, man. Without further ado, I want to give him one of these tracks, Fred. Let's just hit him up. Let's do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Short one. We'll start off with a little short one. Give them a little teaser. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody about this track.
What it was family members and friends. Like I got a homeboy that he used to go over Big House and like rhyme with him. They used to go back and forth freestyle with each other. So, you know, I met him here and there as far as being with him. You know, we lived around in the same area. So it wasn't like, you know, we was every day seeing each other talking. But, you know, that the times that like I said, I was with my homie, you know what I mean? Like I said, he was going to his house to freestyle, man. But he was, I mean, the few times it was nothing but respect, you know what I mean? Because just by knowing what he was and hearing what he was doing, I already, you know, knew he was destined for greatness.
Yeah. I gotta ask you, Fred. You wouldn't have happened to have been around for that classic corner freestyle Biggie did, was you?
I mean, I wasn't there. I probably was running the streets then, but like, it's funny, man. That's my uncle's store, like over there on like where it took place. Like a couple of dudes that's in the little scene. Like, yeah. You know, I knew them. I knew most of them. So, but I was not there at that event, unfortunately.
I had to ask, man. That
yeah.
Was great, man. Let me ask you this, man. Being that you're from such a place where hip hop is so rich, that either give me your main influences, or give me your top 5 dead or alive. You pick.
I mean, well, I'm old school, so a lot of it, man. AZ, man, like I like his approach. He's from Brooklyn, so it was like he used to come around the way. Right, yeah. You know, MOP, they grimy, man, so I love that. Master Ace I was always into. Big Daddy Kane lived, you know, his cousin lived around the corner from me, so I used to see him like all the time, and you know, like and Cool G Rap was one for me too, you know.
Hell yeah, man. That's very close to my top 5 too, man. I love Cool G, Big Daddy Kane, fuck with MOP, all that shit, man. Like I said, when I listen to you, man, I put you right in that Brooklyn category, man. You know what I mean? Like when I hear your music, I'm like, man, that's like instantly. I mean, I knew you were from Brooklyn just because of your name, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
the sound of it, like, you know what I mean? Like when I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Brooklyn, man, without a doubt.
Yeah.
How did you hook up with Exit On?
Actually, man, we was online. You know, we got a mutual friend, and I was doing music with, and Exit was doing music with, and I think what he did was he told Exit about me, you know, and he hit me up, man, and friends on Facebook, and you know, we've been speaking ever since. That's my brother, man, you know what I mean, from another. So it's like, and we work well together, you know what I mean? I can pretty much know, and I know he know the same thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's what he thinking, I'm thinking, because he know where he want the game to be.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of conversation with Exit Only, and I told him this. I said, man, obviously I know you guys weren't in the studio together, but it sounds like you were. Like, it sounds like you guys sat right beside each other and worked out what the song was. Like, you guys have excellent chemistry. And
right.
You're from opposite sides of the map. You know what I mean?
That's a dope thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I fed off Exit, man. Like, once I heard it, I knew where I had to go with it because I seen his vision, man, and I was like, you know, me as an artist, you know, once somebody send me something and I don't want to take away from it, so I know I got to do what I got to do, man, to get my point across. So it's, you know, Exit was the man on that. I just followed up.
Wow. Yeah, man, you guys make great music together, man. I hope there's a lot more in the future, man. You definitely got to let us know when that album's dropping, man.
Oh, man, I'm ready to work on it as we speak. I mean, it's more in works, you know, as we talk right now, but an album together would surely be you know what I mean, what we need, man. So I'm up for that.
Oh, that's coming.
Oh, yeah. Let us know anytime you got something dropping, man. You know, we'll help get the word out.
Yeah, that's a must, especially when you got two cats working together, like Brandon said, from two different regions. You know what I'm saying? That right there speaks volumes to the youth. You know what I'm saying? The youth need, you know what I'm saying, good leaders like yourselves. You know what I'm saying, to show them how it should be done. So hats off to both you guys. You know what I'm saying, for working together. Real talk,
man.
We got a couple callers I'm going to try to bring on. We got a caller from 347. What's up, New York?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, yo, this Bug. Yo, on Spank. What's up, baby?
Spank, what's good? What's good, Holmes?
Yo, me and Jess right here, son, live from the Stuy, son. I'm hearing you repping, son. I'm loving it, man. You elevated for real to the top. You great, man. You good.
Appreciate it, man. Humble though.
It's humble, but you know the music speaks for itself, son. It's out there, son. Loving it.
Appreciate it, Spank. Appreciate it.
No doubt. Too, bro.
What's up, man? Ain't nothing.
Yo, son, we just want to say, son, right here in Bed-Stuy, we proud of you, Bug, for real.
Man, we family, man. Just want to say, Spank, Just those are, you know what I mean, my family members right there, man. Like, we actually did music together, man, and you know, if it wasn't for them, man, you know, they gave me the motivation to do what I do. So big ups, bro, for real.
Yeah, that little verbal exercises in the hallway and staircases paid off, son, for real. We had like a little verbal MMA back in the day, for real.
Yes, sir.
It was good.
Yes,
you know, it made your wordplay real strong.
Oh, man, you already know, man. We still got work to do, so, you know what I mean? We going to holler later.
Exactly, God. Keep up the good work, baby.
Appreciate it.
One.
Man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, it's always good to have that support. We're going to play another track from Fred Stuy. We got 2 more tracks from him, then we got 3 bangers from Exit Only. We're going to chop it up with Exit Only in the second part of the show. Tomorrow, make sure you tune in to Underground Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central, Mac J and Velvet Rose. Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, we got the Church of Reality. This week, we're going to be talking about the lack of parental rights that fathers receive. We got a couple guests that are going to come on and speak about their experiences. Next week, 5 Murder Master Music shows in a row, as long as we're not under about 2 feet of ice. You know what I'm saying? But let's give them Fred. Let's give them It Don't Stop, because that's the fucking mind state right now. It just don't stop.
I know that's right.
Let them know about this one, Fred.
Basically, it's the same thing. I'm doing me. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I had people tell me, you know, like, yo, man, hip-hop going this way, man. You need to go this way again, swing this way. And I'm like, no, I'm doing this. So they was like, yo, you need to quit. I'm like, for what? It don't stop with me. So until the casket, I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. That's good advice, especially for the youth, man, because a lot of these guys, you know, they give up too easy. I see talented individuals, they'll drop a couple tracks, and they'll keep getting better, but then they'll just get lazy with the promotion. You know what I'm saying? They'll just say, fuck it, and they don't make a song for 6 months. You know, it's like their will is broken very easily, man. I don't understand what's going on with the youth, but we got a caller for you, Fred.
All right.
678, how you doing? Hello, 678. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, you there, 678?
Anybody there?
Yeah, there you go. 323?
Yeah, 323. What's good, Fred Stuy? This is Shy.
Shadi, what up, man?
What's good, man? You know, I told you I would call in and lend full support. You know, I'm one of your biggest admirers. by way of Brooklyn to Georgia now, and you know, one thing, and that's a perfect segue that don't stop, man. You know, when I talk about talent and I talked about the will to push, man, your name definitely come up in the top 5 because you've been pushing ever since I know you. It's been well over 10 years now, man. And one of the things that I definitely admired about you, man, is the fact that as tight as you are, you didn't have to use, and I don't think I ever heard you use any profanity. You know what I'm saying? It always remained, and it was no profanity. And I heard Spank on the line, and I was just telling a good friend of mine, another artist by the name of Journey Walker, that one thing that I remember, man, is when you had the whole crew, Red Eye Committee, giving a shout out to Red Eye Committee, man, is the fact that under your leadership, man, they all stayed dedicated. You know, you were the force, you still are a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Like Shy, you already know how we go. It's like, you know what I always said, man. Like I do what I do for us. So you know, where I go, they with me, man. Everywhere I go. And like I said, rest in peace, Yachty, man. I miss Cuz, man. Like, you know, Radar, man, another partner of mine, you know. So Radar, Spank, you already know what we got to do, man. Let's get it together.
No doubt, no doubt. So, like I said, I just want to take a second, man, to call up. I actually timed to wake up out of my sleep. I was running all day, man. I said I didn't want to miss this, man. So, just wishing you good fortune, man. And a lot of things. Another thing that people don't know, man, that I also told her too, man, is the fact that you are an excellent producer. You know, you're an excellent producer, man. You did all the music for the Red Eye Committee at the time that you that I know that you were recording, man. And then when you went south, you know what I'm saying? You still maintain that, man. And some of the things that you let me hear, I was like, wow, okay, you know, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it don't stop. You gotta have your hand in some of everything. So, you know what I mean? That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt.
Real talk, man.
Definitely Brooklyn's finest, man. Definitely Brooklyn's finest.
I appreciate it, Shy. You already know.
No doubt, no doubt.
I appreciate you for calling in. Thanks for calling in the show, man. You have a good one.
And I appreciate the show, man, and the host for recognizing great talent, man.
Oh yeah,
right on, man.
Yeah, that's one thing about us, man. We're up for. We'll put anybody on the show that's got talent, and you know what I'm saying, and we appreciate people like Brandon and others that bring us guests from time to time. Because there's a million rappers out there. It's like a sea full of rappers, and you got to go through thousands of them to find the talent. You know what I mean? So we can't get everybody. So we depend on the help from people from time to time.
Yeah, the one good thing about today's day and age is some people that are very talented but didn't have the means before now have the means. It's easier to make a record now.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
right.
people that don't have the talent have the means. So everybody's a rapper. Like I could make a record right now. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta dig through some shit to find the good ones. You know what I mean? So I don't bring too many people. I don't bring too many people to
do that. You know.
Yeah, I try not to bring too many people to Scott's attention. You know what I mean? But there's certain people that stand out, and I just have to do my part. You know what I mean? As soon as I heard Fred Stuy, man, I'm like, man, I gotta get this guy on, man, because we you know, me and Prez were talking like we need some East Coast on the show, and the minute I heard you, Fred, I'm like, man, I gotta get him on there, man. And I just wanted to give you a shout out too, man, because me and you, we've had nothing but a good rapport with each other, man, and you showed a love back, man. You're always sharing our pages and stuff, like not just the show that you're on. You've been sharing all the shows, helping us get the word out and everything, man. So, shout out
for doing that. I appreciate that, man. Real talk.
Man, that's what you do. That's what you do, man. A real dude. I mean, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, the first time I heard, and Brandon hit me, I said, appreciate Brandon, because like I was telling my partner, I said, I mean, you do what you do for the show, but I said he ain't have to, put me over there and say, yo, you need to. So I salute y'all, man, for real, man. Like I said, I just do what I do, man, and this is how I'm going to do it. So anytime y'all need me on, man, just let me know, and I'm on.
Man, that's what's up, dude. I appreciate that, too, because, it's all about networking with positive people, building positive bridges, and avoiding the negative ones, man. And it's good to know that we got another cat, in our corner. And, you're definitely welcome on the show anytime, brother. We got one more track that you sent in, and, it's called That's It. Fittingly called That's It. What's this from, Fred? And also, give everybody all your social media. I want to make sure people are able to follow you and keep up with what you're doing.
I mean, you can go on my, I got YouTube, Fred Stuy, videos. Like I said, I got a project called Mr. NY on iTunes and everything. I got my Facebook at Fred Stuy, SoundCloud at Fred Stuy. You know what I mean? Basically, that's where I'm at right now. I had to stop a few things due to a case that I'm on with my job, but I mean that's where I'm at. As far as the That's It track, it basically means I don't do this right here. That's not what I do. I don't do the tight jeans. I don't do that. It's like you want some of that. That's it. That's what I'm gonna give you. When they when they hear it immediately, they say, yeah, that's it right there. So that's what I give them, man. So that's what this song is.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I asked this cat out of Memphis, King JC. He used to curse a lot in his music, then he decided not to. And I asked him why. He's like, because anybody could say motherfucker 10 times in a song, but I choose to paint more descriptive words with it. Is that one of the reasons why you're doing it?
I mean, yeah, for the most. It's like, always said, because I'm not lying. When I first started, I used to, but then I said to myself, the same thing. Is like, if you take out all the curse words, then you don't have a song. So what are you listening to? So I was like, and then, do I not have anything to say? I know I have something to say. That's the reason, that I'm doing this. So I said, let me take the curse words out and really say what I want to say.
Yeah. That's dope because a lot of people, to be honest with you, they can't even make music without swearing. I know dudes that are so explicit that it's like it would be impossible for them not to do it. So that's dope right there. You know what I'm saying? Props on that.
Thank you.
Man, hell of a show tonight, man. It's a huge honor to have Fred Stuy be in the archive. Now we got the homie Exit Only. We're going down to Jackson, Mississippi. From Brooklyn to Jackson. What other shows do a shit like this? Honestly, man. You know what I'm saying? I love this stuff, man. We're going all over the place. And, man, we salute you guys for making music together and also being part of what we're doing, too.
One more.
Exit Only, man. You've been making music for a long time, man. You've been repping Jackson, Mississippi, of course, and the Shy. How far do your roots go back in the city of Jackson? Or were you rapping in Chicago before you went to Jackson?
Well, I actually got, first of all, before I even start, I want to salute everybody on this phone. You know what I'm saying? Fred, Prez, Jay, Brandon, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that called in tonight. I actually started in this game, man. I grew up in a little, I came down from Chicago because I got into a little trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the way it is between Mississippi and Chi. You get in trouble down here in Mississippi, you go to your family up there. Get in trouble up there, you come down south. So that's kind of how I ended up here. One of my little homies got me into the game, man, and I'm talking about I put it in a verse. I said I've been down since Nucleus. So if you know who Nucleus is, you know how long I've been down. I've been down since Jam On It. So I've been into the game for a minute. But they used to have these little battle sessions, you know what I'm saying, and one of my partners pushed me in it, and shit, it's been heaven sent ever since, you know what I'm saying. I fell in love. I came into the game as a battle MC. What set me different than all the rest of them was I actually was out there in them streets, but I always thought if you spoke positive, you could literally change your life into something positive. So that's kind of the reason that I took so deeply into rap, because I was really trying to make a transition, because I was in it when I saw the game become what it is today with snitches and everything else. So I had to bail out, you know what I'm saying, and that drawed all my attention and gave me something to strive for. So, you know what I'm saying, I grew up on East Coast rhyming. I first fell in love when I heard, the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on, Rakim. And Eric B. When I heard that joint,
introduction.
When I heard that joint, it's like I literally fell in love. I was like, this is what I want to do. So they had a showdown in the country, man. Pat the Rat, Reese and Bigelow, a couple of more groups from back in the day, Silent Rage, and a few others came through and did a little showdown in Utica. And a couple of them sat there and talked to me, salute Pat the Rat, because he actually sat there and told me what I needed to do. I hit the city, and it was history from that point on. I made them recognize me to the point to where I'm accepted in Jackson as one of Jackson's own. So I think I did a lot to come from the Chi to a little country town to come to a city and be recognized as one of their natives. So I salute Jackson, you know what I'm saying.
Embraced you, kind of like how Houston embraced Point Blank when he came from Chicago. Similar situation, Point Blank, SBC. Man, that's dope, man. That's dope that you were able to go down there and not only be embraced by the town, but also make a huge name for yourself. Who are some of the other guys in Jackson, you know what I'm saying, that really, you know what I'm saying, put it down for the city back in the day?
Well, when I kind of hit the city, you still can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, when I kind of hit the city, I came into the Jackson Mall scene every Saturday. They used to have like little battle sessions. So I used to come down from the country, jump into sessions, and, you know what I'm saying, rip and get recognized. I ran into a cat, Peppermint Soda, from the group Us From Dirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, should know something about the dirt during that particular time. Matter of fact, one of the members, Decade Donnie Cross, is my cousin. But the game was divided up to where you had hip-hop and you had street rap. And it's like I didn't fit in nowhere because I was a street cat that did hip-hop. So it's like I couldn't fit in nowhere. I didn't do the gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't backpacking hip-hop. I was a pistol carrying, blue rag in my back pocket, lyrical hip-hopper. It's something they never understood at that time. So I literally didn't fit in nowhere. So Mental State of Mind came to birth. Us From Dirt, DKA, shout out to Crusher and Creator. They still out there in the game. A few others And like I said, that's when history became history. We actually, the underdogs came from out of nowhere and made everybody recognize us. If you said you had it, we'll bring it to you to see if you had it. We didn't went. I done battled against Banner, Kamikaze, some of the best around here. They know who I am. They know I'm not nothing to play with either.
Yeah. It's good, you know what I'm saying, that you're stepping outside the box as well, working with somebody like Fred. You know what I'm saying? Fred explained how, you know what I'm saying, how he connected with you, man. What are your thoughts on Fred Stuy?
Oh, man, I salute and tip my hat to my brother Fred. I look at Fred like I look at y'all. We're all family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I call Fred just to check up on him and his family. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about music, nothing about business. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. I love that brother. You know what I'm saying? When I ran across him, we had a mutual contact. You know what I'm saying? Overseas, over in England, we actually was doing music over there. He actually, and I gotta salute him too. Salute, shout out to Monkey Mouth from over there in Scarborough, England. But he the one that actually put me up on Fred, because when I heard Unforgivable, I was like, oh my God, this is like that old school hip hop that I grew up to. You know what I'm saying? And then we back and forth across Facebook. And matter of fact, the first feature I did was with Fred Stuy that's on this Immortal Word album. Because I normally don't do features, because when it come down to showtime, you really can't get people in line. So I normally don't do features. But when I reached out to Fred, man, and we sat there and we discussed it, the reason the song sounds so well knit together is we literally discussed it across the phone on the vision we was going to take it. So we dropped all elements needed. And he got a team over there that work wonders. They put it together like a jigsaw puzzle, and now everybody can see the picture. So, you know what I'm saying, salute Brandon and everybody, everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, who helped make this project what it is. Fred is one of the greatest MCs I done ran into. Him, Caliber 007, my partner in Jamaica, some of the mob out of New Orleans. I have came in contact with some very creative MCs outside of the city. So
you get the bigger picture. I see that, homie, because it's not about just working with people in your region. If you're musical, that shit's a universal language. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to you for doing that. Speaking of universal, we got one of your homies, one of our homies, overseas. It wouldn't be a Murder Master Music Show if this dude didn't call in, I don't think, man. The homie said,
already know. Yes, sir. I'm going to salute for your introducer. Salute. What's up with the sinister? I know you there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Excellently. What's up?
Oh, man, you know it ain't nothing but love, brother. You already know it. Nothing but love.
Yeah. What's up to Scar? What's up, Mac J? What's up, Brenda? Excellently. Can you tell us about the history of Jackson hip hop at the time when you have the Forbidden MCs and the Coco Puff guy, you know, us from Dot and the Renegades, and have also DJ Finesse, the first Jackson DJ who put on the map support Stowaway, you know, and when you have your group Mental State of Mind.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the whole layout. When I hear Jackson, it was divided up into two things. You had the hip hoppers over here, who was DJ Finesse, who was over the Stuy Stowaways at the time, and then you had your so-called street rappers, which was Wildlife, Renegades, Wood Street Players, Mississippi Mafia. You had all them over there. So you had two different sets of MCs coming up at the same time. Kamikaze, Banner, Ragabunkins, Ice Creed, let's see, vice versa. and CT Decapitator. All of them were Stuy Stowaways. They was over there with Chris Carr, DJ Finesse. Then you had, like I said, Wildlife, Mississippi Mafia, Renegade, Valley of the Dry Bone, Hellborn. You had all of them over here on this side, and that became more of the aggressive street-orientated rap. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop that birthed up out of Jackson State. Jackson State was a open, big historical university here in Jackson. So a lot of people came in from different states to Jackson State. So that invited a lot of East Coast MCs, Chicago MCs, Minnesota. A lot of them came there. That's what really breaded the Stuy Stowaways with. You know what I'm saying? With a nice collection of those that really was from Mississippi, because it was like 5 groups that really was from Mississippi. But that's what made the backpacking hip-hop MCs at the college campus different than the street rappers. And it was a conflict because one thought they were better than the other. I actually went to both sides, and neither one of them actually accepted me. It was like, you don't fit in nowhere. It was like, you look street, but you rap hip-hop. And then the other one was like, you know what I'm saying, your rhyming skills are all right, but you look too street. So I didn't fit in nowhere. That's what Mental State of Mind came about. I took the misfit that didn't nobody want, and we formulated together, started doing little tours, setting up things ourselves. I ran a printing shop, so we was doing our own little flyers, duplicating our own stuff, and we just did our own shit.
Yeah, it was Mental State of Mind. It was with Clan Mankind and Us From Dirt and Slug the Down and Pepper Mat Soda also.
Yeah, DKA. It was a female MC named DNA. I had a little Irish guy with me, Cornbread, the Menthol King, let's see, Sway One at the time, a whole lot for Mental State of Mind. It was everybody, Suicide, everybody that was really rejected from those two organizations kind of like migrated to Mental State of Mind. So we became like a third entity, like a third. We was the independent party.
Also, back in the days, there was a battle into Jackson hip hop, who was very East Coast stuff, like Stupid Sour, where even David Banner was very East Coast with Crooked Letters and all that, and which was players who was so gangster shit for the hip hop cats. But now I think it's peaceful now because it's all time.
Well, now everybody is stuck on the genre of Atlanta. See, as you said, during that particular time, like you had with Banner and Gray Skies, like I said, it was part of Stuy. And Stuy was intermingled with people from other different areas of the state. Now, keep in mind, I came from Chicago, so I came from the area where Twister and Common and all of them was commonly known, Why Not, you know what I'm saying, and all them. So hip-hop was there. So it's kind of like this been in me before it actually even came up out of me. So when you actually have an experience of dealing with other people other than just around your neighborhood or around your area, it's not complicated to do. But if you only know how to deal with people in your hood, it's hard to even go out of your hood to deal with others. This is really kind of like a crutch that's on Jackson. It's because everybody's so stuck with just running around in the same circle. And I used to tell people all the time, I'm like a whale in a lake around here. I feel like I'm too big. I can't move around like I should. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, like Sinister the called in. I got music overseas. I deal with cats all over from Brooklyn to Jamaica, to Orlando, to Missouri, to California, everybody. I salute what y'all do, man, for the underground. And when I say I salute what y'all do, you already know it's UGS for life, you know what I'm saying? There's the First Up Fan Radio out there, you know what I'm saying? Detroit Unplug out there. What y'all doing for the underground is because undented. I mean, I can't even put in words how much I appreciate it because I was listening to the show earlier with Caliber 007 yesterday on Unplug, and they said how, you know, the underground is actually rising up now to where we are literally taking over the mainstream, and that's because of what y'all are doing. Y'all bringing more attention to the people who deserve the attention instead of these flashy, fancy-ass dancing, rhinestone jean-wearing motherfuckers with the big feet. Y'all doing what should be done. And I salute y'all for that, man, for real, seriously. If it weren't for what y'all were doing, me, Fred, Stuy, a lot of the others I know wouldn't even be getting this type of acknowledgement because, you know, man, it's love.
I mean, for real, they brought me into it. You know what I mean? Like President Mac J, they welcomed me into it. I mean, I'm just a caller for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I just called in one day, man, and then I called in episode 300, and then I called in again on episode 302, and President, like, I called in at Showtime. He's like, yo, Mac J in here, you're co-hosting, and then we went live. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've been here ever since. But
that's the best way to do it. Is just jump into it.
That's what's great about this show, man. You know what I mean?
Like
no pressure.
But y'all helping create that world family. Right now we have an underground world family, and y'all helping create that, man. So I salute y'all for that, man. For real, seriously. Keep doing what you're doing. It's getting stronger as you go. Y'all see it like I see it. Let's do it.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
let's give him a track exit. I'm looking at this, Immortal Words. First and foremost, we're gonna have a review up on the site soon. Hell of a fucking album, man. I'm bumping a lot of tracks. I picked out 3 of them. First one I picked out is Mental Patient. And tell everybody about this one, exit.
Man, shout out to the mob, you know what I'm saying? Slick Double, TME, and then I got Fly on there, GMP on the hook. Mental Patient is just that. It's one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, we just said we were out. Well, I actually said I was just going to go at it crazy. And me and Slick Double, like I said, that's another one of my brothers from out of the NO, you know what I'm saying, that mob, and I got number love for him, but we actually said we just going to go at it. Fly did the hook, he did the first verse, I kicked off the end.
That was talented.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And this Immortal Words, you were going to drop it last year, but you decided you want to wait and do it this year. Why didn't you want to drop it last year? Well, I guess something fresh for 2017?
I had a partner talk to me, man, and he actually sat there and told me you actually sitting on a tight project, which means that if you're going to put it out there right. So I really don't want to hand step with it, and I hate to have the world just sitting in limbo waiting on it. But I know it's something worth it. I want to make sure all my promotional aspect is in line and everything is together so when I release it, I can make sure it reach everybody that it needs to reach. So that's kind of what taking so long. The album is complete. Y'all know it. Y'all got free copies of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's one that, if pushed the right way, it could actually do something grand and big for the underground. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. It's not detox. Trust me, it's coming out.
Yeah, it's a great album, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I knew it was something special the first time I heard it. I was like, man, this is great work. I loved every track on that, man. I mean, like me and you have had a lot of conversations privately and stuff, you know what I mean? So it feels like I've already interviewed you 20 times. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
It's one of those albums that it's just like one long track. Like I can't pick my favorite track on that. I just press play, let the whole thing go. You know what I mean? And it's hard to find them projects nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
And as I was saying, this is my last solo project I'm putting out for the moment. Now I got other projects I'm working with. I'm actually writing on a song right now with for Caliber 007. Me and Fred already got some things lined up. Exclusive selector, me exclusive, and Fred got something that we're working on together. So I'm constantly working. But by this being the last project, I wanted it to actually be my representation. So I really appreciate everybody who listened to it and give me that honest criticism. I put my all in this one.
And real quick, I want to shout out you and Fred Scott both for getting on that deep cover track. And I'm still waiting on Fred Scott's verse too, but he said he'd have it soon. But just waiting on Caliber, man. That thing's gonna be out, man. So. Oh
man, that's nothing. Like I said, we family. Whatever I'm needed for, man, it's just simply just giving me a call and letting me know I'm all in.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate y'all beyond words. I appreciate y'all.
Well, it's a good thing that you're still making music. I know you said this is your last solo project for the moment, but are you going to do like collaboration albums maybe?
Oh yeah. Just to leak a few things. Me and I'm working with the Mob. We got a project getting ready to come out. Like I said, me, Fred Stuy, my partner from Jamaica, exclusive selector, who is another cold MC. We're working on a project to lead. Me and Caliber got a couple of things that we're working with. So, it's gonna be plenty of other projects. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Now that's for real. It's just. PSK said it best Monday, when you're doing your own solo project, it takes so much up out of you because you have to actually be the arranger, the composer, the concept, write all the verses. It's so much that it pulls up out of you. It's draining. It's rewarding to be able to create such, but it's draining, you know what I'm saying? So after I get this one done, I'm gonna break for a minute. I'm a fan more than I'm an artist, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, I got much love for Fred because he respects the craft and take it serious. Selector, Slick Dub, The Mob, Caliber, all these are people who take the craft serious. And thank you, Scott, for the introduction with 007 because Caliber is the truth, for real, and a very humble brother. Everybody that I deal with is humble, and I love it. It shows that grown.
Man, I honestly think Caliber is like the sky's the limit for him, man. Like he something special. Like you know what I mean?
Extraordinary.
Like there's something. He's not just some guy rapping on a song. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's something to him, man. Like his potential is just. I told him the one time I talked to him, I was like, man, hopefully one day you're too big to talk to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like I just did. Like his potential is just.
But he's one of those individuals. Right. Even when he get that way, you still gonna hear from him. He just humble and down to earth that it's extraordinary.
Just like his older cousin, DJ Ready Red. Shout out to DJ Ready Red, the musical enforcer. Real humble dude. And man, it's an honor to be able to hook people up, man, because we want to see those collaborations and that good music, man. That's how we gotta keep the underground going, just like what you and Fred started doing. You gotta hook up and keep making music. Let's give him more. Let's give him another one, man. This song Work, man. Tell everybody about this one, actually.
Oh, man. Back to the NO. This is Bigelow music. Bigelow on this joint. Shout out to Bigelow and Ricky B. My boy Poochie Zud from Zud Nation out of TME is up on this joint. It's my anthem and a couple of other people anthem to get up in the morning and get out there and grind to try to go get it. What we do with this music is work. Work is defined as moving an object and a whole lot of motion. So everybody move objects and do a whole lot of movement. That's work. So get that work. This is work.
More to words. So you don't have a release date yet. But you got plans. You know what I'm saying? Special plans for this album.
Like I say, I was focused on trying to actually move it out by the end of this month. Now, I will sit there and tell you this. It ain't finna be that long. It's either going to be the end of February or the middle of March. I'm still working out a couple of kinks of trying to make sure I get some things done beforehand, because when I actually send it off for press, I actually need to have these promotional aspects in rotation, because when it come back, you know what I'm saying? In this game, you learn from other people's mistakes, and I don't want to sit around with a box full of CDs in the house taking up too much space for too long. And I understand promotion is the main aspect of keeping things moving. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from listening to y'all, listening to other people talk, and I'm like, I think I got a little time with putting it out there. I still got music coming out there. I done sent y'all some new music, and along with some old classics that people ain't going to hear probably until about maybe 5 years on down the line when I decide to put everything remastered and back out. But it's coming, trust me, it's coming. And y'all going to be the first to know when it's coming. When I send it off to the press, y'all going to know.
Right on, man.
It's good to be in the loop with people like yourself from all over the place, because that way we can share the talent with the listeners. Everybody listening, make sure you go to ugsforlife.com, like the show pages, share the links, support what we're doing. Make sure to tune in tomorrow's Underground Saturday night with Mac J and Velvet Rose. And I encourage everybody on the line, man, call into that show as well. It's a dope show. It's a variety show.
Yeah, check us out.
Mac, you do your thing on there, man. Break it down a little bit, man. Let them know what it's all about.
Basically, me and Velvet, we get in, man. We talk some current events. We do a little chat in the beginning. We break with a song. Velvet come in with the news, you know what I'm saying? She always got the good-ass news anyway. And then, we keep it short and simple. We take calls, requests. We're roasting Jones, fuck off, and then later on, after we end the show, if I got time and I ain't got nothing to do, I just sit and spin music for about an hour and a half. So, and you can call in as I'm spinning. So, like the thing about Underground Saturday Night, I want it to be more interactive with the callers and the guests. So I really need people to call in and take part in it. But if not, hit the website. You can still listen to the episode. Me and Velvet starting to really iron it out. We're gonna start doing some shows for 2017. And maybe some giveaways too, man. You know what I'm saying? So you stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep.
Yeah. I'll make sure I win those giveaways. It won't be rigged though. It won't be no corruption. But somehow I'm gonna win all the giveaways. We won't tell how, but I'm gonna win it. I'm just fucking with y'all. No, check them out tomorrow. But then. I want to close out the show. We got one more track from you, Exit, but I want to bring you and Fred on together and just, chop it up with both you guys a little bit. What's in store for the future as far as your collaborations with the two of you are concerned?
Fred Stuy.
Exit, what's good, brother?
It's all love here, bro. All love. Man, only thing I can say is expect the unexpected from me and Fred, man, because we never stop working. We constantly shooting tracks back and forth and building cuts up. So y'all just stay tuned. That's what I should tell them. Ain't that right, Fred?
There you go. It should. I tell you what, it's gonna be something to witness, man. Because it's like we clicked from the very first moment, so I already know that was something that was meant to be. So and great minds think alike. So it's nothing but we're going to give the people what they've been missing, man, and that's all I can tell you, man. So just stick around with us, man, and enjoy the ride.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man, this is, we played this before, but this is one of my favorite songs you've done, man, Close to War. Man, tell everybody about this one, Excellent.
Oh, man. Close to War is kind of like self-explanatory. Nowadays, everybody's so stuck in self to where anytime you come across somebody else, it's almost like a conflict. It's the reason so many people in their feelings about shit they shouldn't even be feeling personal about. So we're close to war on plenty of different levels. Shit, Trump in office, we don't know what to expect of that. Putin watching and no telling who else. So we are very close to war. We're living in an explosive time, and it comes from relationships within the house to political matters on your TV screens. It's like the whole world is in turmoil, and we living through this shit. So this close to war.
Man, real talk. Before we play Exit, man, give everybody all your social media contacts, too, because I want people to be able to be in tune with what you're doing as well.
Man, somebody said it the other night, and I'm glad you asked me that so I get the opportunity to do it. They said it the other night on the Fresh Kid ISO. As long as they can catch up with y'all, they can catch up with me. So if y'all looking for me, just hit up Brandon or hit up Scott, Prez, or Jay. Y'all got me.
Most definitely, man. It's real talk, man. Just go to ugsforlife.com. You know what I'm saying? We'll put you, if you ain't on no BS, we'll put you in direct contact with Exit Only. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, definitely. This is Close to War. I want to thank, Fred Stuy, man. Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Man, thank you, man.
I look forward to much more from you in the future. Exit Only, man, always a pleasure, man.
Man, salute to the family. That's all I can say. Salute to the family.
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon, Exit. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Oh, you already know it, B. Just hit me up. Jay, Prez, salute, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Definitely. Shout out to you too, Brandon, for helping me make this show possible. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, Underground Saturday night, Mac J and Velvet Rose, 9 p.m. Central, ugsforlife.com. This is Exit Only, Close to War.